The 941st edition of the MMA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5, get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code MMA SGPN.
Howdy ho, DeGenerinos. Welcome to episode 941 of the MMA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, dedicated to my Phoenix Suns, who are going to kick off another successful campaign tonight for sure. They're going to kill it. No, actually, it was last night. They played last night. I'm sure they won, and I'm sure they're going to win the next 81 games too on the schedule. So, thank you for coming to the show. I am the Spicy Pimp TSP Jeff Fox. That would be Daniel Gumby Vreeland, aka the Goddamn Wizard. We're here for the second half of our UFC 321 breakdown. Yesterday, the prelims, more than half the fights we ended up disagreeing on. I flipped my picks on a couple of them. It wasn't a heck of a lot of certainty on the prelims. How do you think the main card is going to shake out for us, Gumby? You have anything crazy going down in this card?
We're gonna have one difference. We're finally gonna link up a little better. Okay. But we do have one difference, I think.
Okay.
I also think this might be my toughest time ever predicting your locks, dogs, and props. Usually I have you pegged. I don't
have them either.
Last time I think I even had your prop.
Yep, you did.
Yeah, which
I've got a prop.
Because Danny Barlow turns out is not good.
Not good.
He's not good. It's just not good.
Yeah. I figured out my prop when you were in between episodes, in between recording yesterday and today. But yeah, I don't know my other two yet. We'll see. Maybe something will grab me during this here episode here. Okay. One thing that does grab me is the NBA. We already talked about the NBA. And if you like the NBA or you want to gamble on the NBA, either or, the NBA tips off this week. So make sure to subscribe to the NBA Gambling Podcast for daily picks podcasts. Tune into the NBA Gambling Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. All right, we, of course, are talking about UFC 321 Aspinall versus Gane, which is going down this coming Saturday. Not the usual time, though. 10 a.m. for the prelims. I think it's 4 p.m., maybe 3 p.m.
4 p.m.
No, no way. That's way too long.
That would be 6 hours for 9 fights.
That would be
PFL.
It's 2 p.m. 2 p.m. start time for the pay-per-view. 5 fights, Etihad Arena, Abu Dhabi, UAE. 2 title fights up top. We're kicking things off with a light heavyweight bout. Aleksandar Rakić versus Azamat Murzakanov. Rakić is from Serbia. Murzakanov is from Russia. We'll tell you about Rakić first. Rocket Rakić. 14-5. 9 knockouts, 1 submission. He's been knocked out twice, submitted once. 6-4 in the UFC. He's lost 3 straight and won 2 of 6. He's not fought since October 2024. He's not won since March 2021. 2011 pro MMA debut, 6 inches taller than Murzakanov, 7-inch reach advantage, so he's a giant over him. 3 years younger, better grappling stats than Murzakanov, which would be a surprise, you'd think, with the OV name. He's outstruck his opponents for 1.25 strikes per minute, plus 100, so another close one here. Murzakanov is the professional, 15-0, 11 knockouts, 1 submission, 5-0 in the UFC, 2 straight wins via TKO or knockout, 1-0 on Contender Series. He's failed a drug test fairly recently, regional champ, 2010 pro MMA debut. Better striking stats and more active landing strikes than Rakić. He's outstruck his opponents by 2.07 strikes per minute, minus 107. I kick off the main card usually. Give me Murzakanov. Rakić has basically not been good for years now. Ever since his body fell apart, that was 4 years ago or something like that. He just hasn't been the same fighter. Can't see him win fights. And I think he's going to get pieced up in the feet by a smaller man. So he's going to have to cut the distance, obviously, to get to Rakić. But I can't put any trust in Rakić at this point in their careers, especially against a 15-0 guy that's going to be a better striker than he is. So give me the professional. I bet you're taking Rakić.
Yeah, I'm taking Rakić. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, he has not been good. He beat the crap out of Yuri Prochazka in the first round of that fight. And yeah, Yuri Prochazka came back.
I know what happened.
Yeah, Yuri Prochazka came back to win. But are we writing off Khalil Roundtree for the rest of his career too, as if he's not good? You know, like,
Yes, he's not good.
like that's just what Yuri Prohashka did. You said Roundtree wasn't good before he fought Jamal Hill.
I was joking.
Jamal Hill too, right? Remember when you
Yes.
picked Jamal Hill and thought that
I
Jamal
remember
Hill
that.
was way better than
He's
him?
a former champion.
Yeah, Jamal
Okay.
Hill, real good at fighting. Beat a 42-year-old man to win a belt and hasn't won since.
Oh, he's from your neck of the woods, and you're badmouthing.
Jamal Hill is not from my neck of the woods. What the hell are you talking about?
The old man is from your neck of the woods, kind of.
Who is?
The old man that you beat up for the title is from your side of the world.
I mean, he currently resides near my side of the world, but he is not from my side of the world.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a Brazilian dude.
I know. Okay, go ahead. You're really fired up about how good.
I mean, there's nothing about Murzakanov that like impresses me, right? Like, what about Murzakanov is like really? What fight from Murzakanov do you point to and you're like, that guy's gonna outstrike Alexander Rakić? Rakić stuck and move on Yuri Prohashka for the first 5 minutes of that fight, and yeah, again. Yuri wound up catching him because that's the weird thing that Yuri does is he drags you into a dirty fight. But like Murzakanov can't wrestle. What has he got? One career takedown and it's on Dustin Jacoby. And Dustin Jacoby took him down. I don't know if you remember that either. Dustin Jacoby, noted kickboxer, like took down Murzakanov. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Rakić used some of his ground game. We've seen that from Rakić in the past where he's taken guys down and beaten up on the ground. Like, I think he's probably better there too. And so when you add that length, you add that reach, you add that, I think probably better in the clinch. Yeah, I think Rakić has tons of advantages in this fight. I'm going to go with him here.
All right. Plus money for you. Is this a fight you thought we were going to disagree on or not?
I kind of didn't think you were as in on Murzakanov for
I'm not saying I'm in on him. It's more.
I mean, you just really, really passionately defended him.
Well, against Rakić, yes. Good luck on Rakić. He doesn't win anymore. He's a
so who did you say who you really
liked
that Murzakanov beat?
Murzakanov, at least
you really liked his
wins.
win over Brenson Hibiero last.
You can
fight?
I picked him before. Remember?
Yeah. Do you like his win over Devin Brown Bear Clark? He beat
you like him.
Tayfon Chukwi. He beat Tayfon Chukwi. Devin Clark just lost in LFA.
Yeah, I know. He beat Devin Clark a long time ago. He beat Dustin Jacoby and Alonzo Menafield. They're really good fighters too. So he's going to be Alexander Rakić. That's going to be the top name on his mantle come Saturday night. Okay. So let's see if you're going to. Yeah, we're not going to disagree here. I don't think. Well, maybe. Who knows? This could be a close one. It's heavyweights. There's two heavyweights. Alexander Volkov from Russia. Jailton Almeida from Brazil. Let's break it down by telling you about the Russian first. Volkov Drago is 38-11. 24 knockouts, 4 submissions. He's been knocked out twice, submitted 3 times. 12-5 in the UFC. He's won 4 of 5 and 5 of 8. He lost his last bout. Regional champ, 6-3 in Bellator, and the champion there, RIP Bellator. 2009 pro MMA debut, 4 inches taller than Almeida, an inch of reach. More active landing strikes. He has outstruck his opponents by 1.98 strikes per minute, plus 200. Malhadino is 22-3, 8 knockouts, 13 submissions. He's been knocked out twice. 8-1 in the UFC. He's won 2 straight and 17 of 18. His past 2 wins both have come via finish. Has fought at 170, 185, 205. Multiple regional championships on his
mantle.
Correct. Get our shirts, get our merch, sportsgamblingpockets.com/store. 2012 pro MMA debut. 3 years younger than Volkov. He's outstruck his opponents by 1.73 strikes per minute, minus 203. All right, let her rip.
Yeah, look, I think Volkov won that last fight, right? Like, I think we all agree that he kind of got screwed on that Ciryl Gane decision. But, like, the bottom line is the reason he got screwed was because Ciryl Gane hit multiple takedowns in that fight.
Yep.
Right? He hit multiple takedowns in the fight. Ciryl Gane hit multiple takedowns in that fight. Also, just, like, remember back to when Volkov fought Tom Aspinall and he just, like, took him down in the first minute and immediately submitted him. And look, I think Tom Aspinall is very well-rounded. He's very good in a lot of places. He's not as good of a grappler as Jailton is. Jailton picked up and took down Curtis Blades 10 times in 5 minutes. And I know ultimately people are going to, he lost that fight. Yeah, he took a weird elbow to the side of the head and lost that fight in the second round. If he fights the way he did against Curtis Blades and Volkov, it has the takedown issues he does, this will be over inside of a round. I got Jailton Almeida. I don't think this one's that hard to pick.
Yep. I can't really argue with anything that you said there. Jailton's obviously the pick here. He's going to...
And he throws pretty well, too. Worth noting.
Yeah. Yeah, he just doesn't really rely on it anymore. Now that he's moving up the ranks, he goes with what he's best at, which is grappling, taking people down. So, yep. which will be the smart thing, and that's what he'll do. He'll be safe, and he'll win this fight, and we shall win our pick. All right, before we get to some more plays for you, including the championship fights, let me tell you about mybookie.ag. We are brought to you by them. MyBookie is your place to bet on football and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. They have easy deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto. Check out all the UFC lines we're talking about today over at MyBookie. And when you do head to mybookie.ag, use our promo code MMASGPN. That way you get 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. So it's mybookie.ag, promo code MMASGPN. And we're also brought to you by Novig, Novig, all one word. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. Novig, you're getting the best prices. They have reduced juice. You can get like -103 lines there for favorites. Novig is available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. All right, moving right along to a card. Moving on up the card, I mean. We have got, not big guys anymore, going little guys, 135s. Umar Nurmagomedov, Russia. Mario Bautista from United States of America. I'll tell you about Bautista first. 16-2, 3 knockouts, 6 submissions. He's been knocked out once, submitted once. 10-2 in the UFC. He's won 8 straight and 10 of 11. He last lost a fight March 2021. Used to fight at 145. An inch taller than Nurmagomedov. More active on his strikes. He's outstruck his opponents by 1.68 strikes per minute, plus 500. Nurmagomedov, 18-1, 2 knockouts, 7 submissions. Never been finished in a fight. 6-1 in the UFC. He lost his last fight to the champion. Multiple regional championships on his
mantle.
Correct. Get a shirt, get a merch, sportsgamblingpockets.com/store. 2-0 in PFL, 2-time combat Sambo world champion, 3 years younger than Bautista, better striking and grappling stats. He's outstruck his opponents by 2.23 strikes per minute, -524. Don't like the number, but Nurmagomedov is going to out-grapple Bautista. Bautista likes to grapple, but Nurmagomedov is better at it. He's only lost to Merab. But I don't like the number. Gummy's going to take the plus 500 play here. I guarantee it.
Not a chance.
Oh,
no, because you know me. I know you'd like to think that you have a good sense of who I'm going to pick and who I'm not. But like the bottom line is that there's no path here for Mario, right? Like Mario's path to beat, was it Jose Aldo that he had that obnoxiously boring fight with?
Yes,
just like
and everyone hates him now.
Well, definitely the UFC brass does. Like he held him against the cage and tried to beat him up there. Like he's not going to do that to Umar. Like Umar, I mean, Umar won the first 2 rounds against Merab. Like, let's not forget that. Like, he had a really good start to that fight. And, I've actually, and these are, I like to cite a pick I got right a long time ago. I'm going to cite a pick I got wrong. I picked Damon Blackshear back in the day to beat Mario Bautista, citing that I didn't think he could keep the takedowns off of him. I think Mario Bautista has kind of had an issue with that for a lot of his career, and Blackshear got him down 4 times. And like Blackshear is a wrestle first kind of guy, but he's not in the same stratosphere as Umar Nurmagomedov. Like this is a guy who's head and shoulders and then another body and then more head and shoulders ahead of Damon Blackshear when it comes to the takedown game. And so like for Mario to have struggled with him, or he gave up takedowns to Ricky Simone or like whoever, I just don't know how he keeps his feet for more than 15 seconds in this fight. Like when Umar decides to grapple, and he will decide to grapple, this fight is over. He will have him down and he will win whatever round he is in.
Yep, he is a Nurmagomedov after all. So, all right, first title fight of the night, UFC vacant strawweight championship. Gumby, why is it vacant? Everyone knows that.
Yeah, but Weili Zhang is going to go fight for the flyweight title, which is pretty damn interesting, I might add.
It definitely is, and the UFC does not let people be double champs anymore. So,
fine with
me. I don't like. I don't like the vision being held up. So, yep. Virna Jandiroba from Brazil, Mackenzie Dern from the United States.
Are we really saying it that way? I know they say it on the
Jandiroba. Yeah, that's what
there's not a single D in that name.
No. Yeah, there is.
Well, I mean, but it's far before. Yeah, but it's far before we actually say it.
And the R's are supposed to be H's too, so I don't get it.
I'm confused as hell.
We'll tell you about Virna first. Then Virna is Karkara is the nickname. 22-3, 1 knockout, 14 submissions. Never been finished in a fight. 8-3 in the UFC. She's won 5 straight and 6 of 7. Last lost to fight October 2021. She's lost to Mackenzie Dern December 2020. 3-0 in Invicta, and the champion there, regional champ as well. Has fought at 125 and 135. 2013 pro MMA debut, an inch of reach over Dern. She's been outstrucking the UFC by 0.58 strikes per minute. Better grappling stats than Dern, plus 147. Dern, 15-5, 8 submissions. She's been knocked out once, 10-5 in the UFC. She's won 2 straight before that. She lost 2 straight. And she's done 4-4 over her last 8. Submission win in her last bout. Missed weight 3 times at 115, but she's got it on track now. Used to fight at 125, 1-0 Invicta, a multi-time world champion in BJJ. That's an understatement also. An inch of height over Jandiroba, 5 years younger, more active landing strikes. She's been outstruck in the UFC by about the same number as Jandiroba, minus 0.59, minus 155 on the board. This is where we're different, really?
Yeah, this is the one we're different on.
Really? Why are you taking Virna?
I'm taking Jandiroba because I really love the way she scrambles. And also, so first of all, I think her scrambling ability is better than anybody in that strawweight division. And I think in order to win this fight, you have to win the scrambles because you have to be on top at the end of the grappling exchanges. I don't think either of these women are. It's hard to say they're not good enough. I don't think there is a big enough gap in the grappling that somebody's going to find a submission here without somebody being exhausted. And I don't know necessarily that we'll get to that point. But what I really love about Jandiroba is she finds a way to come out on top. She finds a way to take the back on a scramble. She finds the way to just be in a better position. And then on top of that too, we've seen this time and time again. I pray to God that this fight does not turn into a striking match. Because that would be bad for everybody involved. That's the type of fight people walk out on. But if it does, if this winds up stalling in those takedown attempts, maybe Dern shoots because Dern not the best wrestler, right?
No.
And so you could see her fail a whole bunch of takedowns and then kind of just say, screw it. I'm going to have to strike or tire myself out. And I think Virna's the better striker here. She
wasn't the first time they fought.
Yeah, the first time she fought a long time ago too, right? But we've seen the evolution of Virna Jandiroba on the feet, and we keep saying when Mackenzie Dern's working with Jason Perillo, Mackenzie Dern's getting better. She has not gotten better for the most part with her hands. Her hands have been absolutely stagnant. She continues to find a way to win with her jiu-jitsu, but she's just not a very good striker. And she continues to not be a good striker, and she's at a reach disadvantage here too. So pretty much for all of those reasons, I'm in on Jandiroba. It's a super tight fight. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dern win, but I'm going to go with Virna.
Most people on Tapology are with you. They're 70-something% are with her. So, which you don't
That's
usually
wild.
see
You would think you would also think the fans love Mackenzie Dern.
Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't love her anymore.
Have they turned on Mackenzie Dern?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe the Tapologists at least have. Yeah, I'll take Dern. She's already proven that she can beat her, and she was a better striker then, even though she was 0 for 10 on takedowns, and she still won the fight. So I'll take her here. But as Gumby said, very close fight. I don't think either woman is really a champion of the division. I don't know who's going to beat them, but
I don't know. I'll be honest. I thought of all of the people who might have a shot with Weili Zhang, I thought Virna was kind of interesting. Because while Tatiana Suarez didn't work out right because her wrestling wasn't good, Virna uses very unconventional takedowns. She rolls through, she uses a truck, she has a whole bunch of moves that she uses that are kind of crafty. And if anybody was gonna beat Weili Zhang, it was gonna have to be somebody using stuff that was pretty wildly creative. And I think she's the closest to doing that. Whereas Dern and Tatiana Suarez have a much more conventional approach.
We'll never find out unless one of them moves weight classes,
or unless Weili loses and comes back.
Yeah, exactly. Comes crawling back. Perhaps it could happen. All right. Before we get to our very last fight of the night, let me talk about Underdog Fantasy. It's a great place to play fantasy pick'em where you can win up to 500 times your entry. Something pick higher or lower on your favorite player stats. It's available for a ton of sports. Gumby's going to give you a play right now, I bet.
Yeah, Thursday night basketball. We got the Thunder. We got the Pacers. I'm going to take my boy Chet Holmgren. I'm going to take the higher than on his rebounds for 2 reasons. Number 1, love Chet Holmgren, love Gonzaga. Number 2, who do the Pacers have to get boards anymore? Is it just Pascal Siakam? I think maybe his biggest competition for rebounds is in the same jersey as him, and it's Isaiah Hartenstein. So I'm going to take the rebounds on Chet Holmgren.
All right. Everyone should take this as well. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 of bonus funds when you sign up with our code MMASGPN. And Rhythm, RITHMM. Rhythm is crushing it in college football and NFL with picks and props. Rhythm is also giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model you build, and you can win $1,000. Gumby, I'm going to you again.
Yeah, we'll stick with that same game I just mentioned, the Thunder in the Pacers. Thunder laying the chalk here, laying 7.5. I'll take them to cover that spread. As I said before, I don't think the Pacers have an answer for the bigs of Oklahoma City, so I think they win by at least 8 here.
All right. See if Rhythm agrees. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. So download Rhythm, RITHMM. Use promo code SGPN25. All right, main event. Sounds like Gumby and I are going to agree on the main event.
Yeah.
I don't see how we could disagree on it. Can't talk. We better hurry up and end this. UFC Heavyweight Championship. Tom Aspinall. Yes, he's still in the UFC, and he is the champ. He's from England. He's fighting Ciryl Gane from France. So it should be Gane, but it's Gane. They have Aspinall listed as one successful title defense, but technically he really doesn't have one. Topology. He
defended the interim title.
Yeah, exactly. They have
That's
a one
title defense. Defended the title.
Oh, interim. Oh, all right. Gane Bongamin. 13-2, 6 knockouts, 3 submissions. He's been submitted once, so he's durable. 10-2 in the UFC. He's won 2 straight and 3 out of 5. Regional champ, Muay Thai champ, 3-inch reach advantage over Aspinall. He's outstruck his opponents by 3.03 strikes per minute in the UFC, plus 305. Aspinall 15-3, 12 knockouts, 3 submissions. He's been knocked out once, submitted once. He owes his rounds, damn it. 8-1 in the UFC. He's the champion of the world. He's won 3 straight and 11 of 12. His past 3 wins all via TKO or KO. He's not fought low since July 2024. He last lost a fight July 2022. 2014 pro MMA debut. He's an inch taller and gained 3 years younger, better striking stats, more active landing strikes, better grappling stats. He's outstruck his opponents by 5.18 strikes per minute, minus 351. Give me Aspinall. Obviously, the layoff is a bit of a concern. The fact he's not fought a lot recently.
He'll be fine.
But he should be fine. He should gain his shown that he can't grapple. So that should be that's basically what you should do. He should bum rush him, take him down, beat the crap out of him on the ground, end the fight. So Aspinall's a pick.
You guys see those numbers on the screen that popped up? 100% takedown accuracy, 100% takedown defense accuracy for Aspinall. Like, I think people forget how good this dude is on the ground. And I think he could knock out Ciryl on the feet too. Like, I don't think he'd have.
He's more a striker. I think he's more dangerous at the very least.
Yeah, like Ciryl, probably like a pick and prod kind of guy, and could like point fight him if this was like a pure boxing match. But like, he's gonna be hesitant because he's worried about that takedown. And like, look, Ciryl is known for like fights on fights that people were gonna try to take him down, and he hasn't gotten any better. He still just keeps getting taken down. So Aspinall, first round rear naked choke. How about that?
Oh, there you go. A fancy play for you. All right, Aspinall is the pick, and he's going to win inside the distance more than likely as well. All right, a recap. Aspinall, we're both in on. He has Jandiroba or Jandiroba, however you want to say it. I've got Dern. Both have Nurmagomedov. Both have Almeida. He has Rakić. I have Murzakanov. Now it's time for the fancy plays. Locks, dogs, props, parlay parlay or what's that thing called? Round robin. All right, Gumby, you get to go first, I believe. This time, parlay. Okay.
I hate doing this. I'm gonna take Ikram Aliskerov. We outlined it on yesterday's episode, but like, man, path to victory for Iron Turtle just doesn't look like it's there. So I'm gonna take what I feel like is the surest thing, and that's Aliskerov.
All right. This is my spite Gumby, piss off Gumby part 1. I'm taking Murzakanov as my lock.
Let's
take that.
And that win over Alonzo Menafield looms large in the mind.
At least he wins fights.
Yeah, because Rakić didn't go on a run of beating guys far better than Alonzo Menafield, right? I'm going to take
Saturday Bush Town.
I'm going to take. Yeah, you want to ask Davison Figueiredo how it goes when you get hot with me?
It's true. That didn't go well.
No, didn't at all. I'm going to take Nathaniel Wood for my dog of the week.
Right.
Nathaniel Wood in that fight with Jose Delgado. I think, he comes in here as an underdog pretty much because of the hype on Delgado. And again, I think the level of competition, particularly the head movement of Wood, is just going to be too much.
All right, I'm going to go against you part 2 then. Rebecca is my dog. You can hear why from yesterday's show.
Of all of Yeah, of all the ones you differed with me on, that's the one I think is the least offensive. For my prop of the week, I'm going to take Jailton Almeida by submission. There is a little bit of fear in my mind that he might go TKO here. But again, I think Volkov has had issues with submissions before in the past. We watched him get straight armbarred by Tom Aspinall, which seemed like something he shouldn't get stuck in. And you can get Jailton Almeida by submission at plus 130.
All right. I like it that it's a plus. All right. I'm taking a big swing on my prop. Louis Sutherland via knockout plus 587. He's already a big dog on the line, but we think he's going to win, and you can get almost twice the plus 309 you get on the money line. So let's go for it. Sutherland via knockout. All right. Liskarov and Murzakanov and all of for the locks. Wood and Rebecca as the dogs. Almeida sub, Sutherland knockout, and Gummy promises the Hungry Man Junk Superman parlay this week.
Yeah, the first piece I had was Louis Sutherland by knockout, which is funny.
Nice.
I had 550, but we'll up it to that 587.
Yeah, I just looked it up, so there you go.
Yeah, I'll take a slightly better number on that. Yeah, like it really is only going to take one takedown stuff for him to win this fight by knockout, and maybe not even that, because Walter just might strike long enough to get himself knocked out prior to that. I'm going to pair it with something that's maybe a lot less exciting, but we both took Abdul-Kareem Al-Selwady, and he hasn't finished anybody in like half a decade. He's a fighter who does go to decision a lot, and right now you can get him by decision at plus 170. Despite being a favorite. So like, it seems like that's his path to victory. So if you put those two plays together, you're going to get plus 1754. And it's worth noting that the Hungry Man Jong parlay last week, it did hit, but then Dan Mergliotta decided it didn't. So my apologies to anybody who was in on it along with me and deserved to cash that pick. Please write your local congressman.
Hopefully there's no trickery this week. All right. Sutherland knockout, Al-Selwady decision. You are all set. You can get more of us in the Discord, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Check us out on YouTube if you're not already. MMA Gambling Podcast. Thank you for subscribing. Twitter, SGPN MMA. He's at Gummy Real, and I'm at Jeff Fox Writer. At Jeff Fox Writer on Instagram as well. Check out my Substack. Enter my free UFC Pick'em contest at moneymma.substack.com. Gumby has another podcast I hear. It's called Top Turtle. Tell the people who was on it this week.
Yeah, we got Abdul-Kareem Al-Selwady on, chatting about his fight this weekend, as well as the like weird cancellation he had in his last fight, and they said they were going to get him an opponent, and then they didn't. And he actually tells a really nice story about what went down after that instead of going to the fight. So make sure you tune in for that. And then we also talked to Christian Natividad, who is fighting on the same card of his brother at LFA 220, and you can go back and listen to our LFA 220 preview as well.
All right, Top Turtle. And we're at sportsgamblingpodcast.com, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon, and sportsgamblingpodcast.com/store. Send the people out into the night or morning or evening or afternoon or whatever time of day it is there.
All right, I'm Dana Gumby Freeland. He's the professional Jeff Fox, and we will see you on Sunday.